Good morning and welcome to Magic Modena. I just thought I would give you a little rundown on the Carcoon Veloce and sort of having it in the garage. I used to have an outdoor Carcoon which actually lasted, I think we did like 18 months, and very different, completely. There's no see-through elements to the outside Carcoon, and in fact it has no frame. So what you would do is drive the car onto the sort of grey area and then zip. Effectively you would zip all the way around, and then you would turn on the fans and the thing would inflate. But it was a bit of a faff to get the car in and out, and quite a lot of messing around. So as it happened, we built the garage, and then the decision was, well, do I just drive it into the garage or not? And I'm probably being maybe a little bit overzealous, but I figured with kids running around and dust and the door's not always going to be closed, moisture, etc., I would look into having an internal bubble. So there it is, Carcoon Veloce. I'm not getting any money for this, but here's some free advertising for them. Just as it does with the external one, although in different positions, the Carcoon has these fans here and effectively suck air from the outside into the bubble, filtering along the way, and they circulate it round. So when it's in the closed position, so if I wander around here, you'll see here, this is it. When it's in the closed position, the air just continually circulates around inside. If, let's say, there's a little bit of moisture, maybe you park the car up and it's a bit damp or anything like that, then if you open the zip, you'll feel like the air comes pounding through. The air will actually filter all the way through, so it'll come in that end and come out this end, therefore effectively replacing the air. And although I wouldn't recommend putting a completely wet car in there, it does dry the car out. And the other bonus with this is that it also comes with a free trickle charger. I haven't actually got this plugged in because it hasn't got the same connector as the one that I use, which incidentally is down there. But nevertheless, it can save you the price of a trickle charger as well. This one is very different, the indoor one, the Veloce one. So I think you can see in there is a proper frame on the inside. So what that means is when it deflates and you unzip the front or the back, whichever way you want to look at it, it doesn't collapse. So obviously making it much easier to drive in and out. So I would normally just unzip from here all the way around and lift this up, and then you can either walk in and get the car. It's when the zip is closed for the air vents, then it swells out like this, so it looks like there's room to walk down there. Actually, when you open it and it deflates, it's a bit tight. So what the clever people at Carcoon thought about was they gave us zips on the side here as well. So all the side panels can undo, both sides, which makes it really easy to get in and out, and reach your car and do whatever you want to do. So yeah, theoretically you don't even have to move it if you wanted to do a little bit of polishing and all that kind of stuff. So that's like a quick fire. Price wise, they're about 400-ish. So they're not cheap, but I really like it. When I put it in here, I just feel like it's safe. I normally put the cover on top as well, which, sorry, is piled up there at the moment. But I knew I was going to get it out again today. But yeah, I then go that extra mile, especially in the winter. I think like when we're locking up for the winter, I will most definitely always have the cover on. And you know, it fits pretty nicely in a relatively normal height garage, and I've got Jeep tucked in there as well. So yeah, it fits really well. I'd highly recommend the outdoor one as well. So if you haven't got a garage, definitely have a look at the outdoor one as well, because that really worked perfectly for me. As I say, a little bit of a faff to get it. You can't exactly get it in and out every 5 minutes. Well, you can, but it's just takes a bit of messing around. But brilliant, I think, for the winter. It held off snow, rain, ice, the whole lot. If it really snowed heavily, which it did one year, then it will collapse the outdoor one, so you do have to you have to sort of shovel the snow off. So I think if you live in Canada or somewhere, or Chicago, you might want to, you'll probably be out there shoveling the snow quite a lot. It doesn't do any harm if it just sort of collapses down onto the car, which is, you know, as long as it's not a crazy amount of snow, is not a problem. So that is the internal Carcoon Veloce, if you want to look it up. I've also on my blog, Modena360.life, I've also got a couple of articles, a couple of videos about putting this up. It's pretty straightforward to put it up, to be honest. This particular one, you just inflate it, quickly step inside, make sure all the framework and everything is in there, and then you just start constructing from within. The only thing I would say, if you do buy one of these, the instructions talk about front and back. Now, to me, the front of this is this end where you can drive the car in and out. What they really mean for them, it's the front of the end that is the front of the car. So this is actually the front down this end. So if you do get one, it's not clear on the instructions, I would say that is absolutely my top tip.